Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be bringing you my bathing garden haul. My samples are here. I bought 3 separate samplers. Sorry, this one's just a little bit sticky still. I'm going to try moving that one back a bit. Okay, and then I bought myself a sugar scrub. So I'm going to be going ahead and go in with samples. I'm not going to be showing the shapes, but these ones I do have scent notes for. So Mermaid on Duty is mango, orange vanilla, pineapple soda pop, and strawberry guava jam. Now, I do like this one on cold, and I do know that my friend Marie over at Wax Melt Central, who did just recently get her second bathing garden haul, and actually really likes that one as well. Watermelon Popsicle is frozen watermelon blended with candy sugar. This smells to me like watermelon blow pops with like melted watermelon, like a melted watermelon popsicle pretty much. The next one is Chic Summer, which is vanilla, peaches, and strawberry. Now this one's really good, and Marie also really enjoyed this one that she bought. It is pretty heavy on that, you know, I would say it is slightly more dominant on the peach and strawberry, with just a little bit of vanilla, but it does blend very nicely together. This one is Summer, Melon, and Mint. And this one is melon, guava, mango, papaya, strawberries, and peppermint leaf. This one is a very nice like honeydew melon meets peppermint stick. Like this is a very nice combo. I love the way melon and mint blends together, and this is no exception. Next we have is Summer Cream Pudding, which is lime zest and strawberry cream pudding. Now these aren't like her fancy, not like fancy, but like her full length like story definitions. I do love reading them. It's just when you're having to write them all down, it does get to be a little bit tedious. So I opted out of doing that. Now I do get like a citrusy strawberry vibe. But if the notes hadn't have said lime and strawberry, those probably wouldn't be the ones I guess. I pick up personally like a satsuma note. More than lime on cold at least. It's still a gorgeous scent. Not my favorite, but also not my least favorite, of course. Next we have Banana Pumpkin Marshmallow. I searched high and low for the scent description on this one, and I just couldn't find it. But to me, it smells like mashed bananas in a wet pudding pie mix, like pie filling. Not necessarily the crust or anything, but like a wet pudding pie. Like the filling of it with a marshmallow Cool Whip mix topping. This is a gorgeous scent, and I definitely do want to buy more of this. I don't know when I'll be able to get around to it, but it is definitely beautiful. And I actually did get a sample of like her rosehip oil sugar scrub in pink sand. Now this is not the Yankee Candle type. This is pink sugar and suntan lotion. This is a beautiful combo, and I actually do look forward to potentially bringing this with me on the cruise I'll be going in a week now, which is crazy to think about. It's almost a week away, but anyway, I do really like that combo. And now look at this beauty. This one I am going to open. I honestly, I can smell it from here. It's, I freaking love it. And it's root beer funnel cake. And this is her aloe butter sugar scrub. This smells mostly like root beer, and this is a good root beer. I am like a root beer snob when I don't love the taste of it too much, but I adore the way it smells, and it blends. It's not really too heavy on funnel cake. This is like 80% root beer to my nose. But this is such a beautiful root beer scent. Like I'm like gonna my heart's gonna break when I have to bust into this. And I will be using this closer like August, September time. It's this beautiful scent, and thank you Leigh Ann over at Southrencomfort for really getting me interested in trying her body care. So here's the first one. This is really sticky, and I guess I'll go ahead and show it to you. This is the Halloween Wax Tart Sampler. Let me flip my notes, because I do definitely want to start, keeping the scent notes there for you. So the Halloween Wax Melt Sampler is here. Okay. So let me try and find the first one I have on the list, because it just makes it easier on me. So Cemetery Keys is the first one I wrote down. Thank you again for Marie at Wax Melt Central. She forwarded me the scent notes for the Monster Sampler and the Halloween Sampler. So thank you for saving your homeboy, so I didn't have to go searching for it. But Cemetery Keys is vanilla tonka bean, lime, and sweet sugary white floral. This very much so, I believe it is a dupe, but I could be wrong. This does remind me a lot of Lush's Calicaz / Lush Death and Decay. Gorgeous scent. I don't know. I definitely do prefer K-Scented Melt's Lush dupe of Day of the Dead, but it is nice nevertheless. Next we have is Charm and Ruin. And the notes on this are Lush Vanilla Citrus swirled in a fruity base of pomegranate. This is nice. I do definitely get like a very rich, heavy citrus scent. Like, I'm talking like citrus, like, it smells almost like the white citrus body care from Bath and Body Works. And I do get like a very sophisticated, sensual fruit. So I personally, I think pomegranates do tend to lean more towards like sensual, fruity smelling. So I think it adds up. The next one I have is Death Becomes Her, which is spun sugar, vanilla buttercream, pink sugar, and peppermint cookies with rock candy. Now this one, I do definitely get the pink sugar and peppermint as the two dominant notes. But I do get like I actually can pick up like that cotton candy, not quite cotton candy, but it definitely does read more of a spun sugar with a creamy vanilla. I wouldn't have necessarily put vanilla cream. I'm not really getting any cooked like bakery. It's more just like gourmand pink sugar peppermint. And I also don't get any like rock candy like fizziness out of this, but it is still a beautiful scent regardless. And I do look forward to trying this one out a lot. The next one we have is Dreamless here, which is clean citrus, sandalwood, spice, and fresh air. This one definitely is very heavy on that fresh air. To be honest, I do not pick up a bunch of spice. It definitely isn't like your perfumey sandalwood either. I mostly just pick up fresh air on cold. Hades and Persephone. This one is citrus, cognac, musk, patchouli, and fresh ozone, or ozone rather. I am really getting that like earthy, borderline sensual patchouli, and I like cologne-y, musky, citrus like body care scent to it. Not really getting any like fresh air ozone vibe to it on cold at least, but I do definitely pick up on that like very masculine, earthy patchouli and musk. The next one is Haunted Hayride. At least on my list it is, so let me try and find it. Of course, it would be the last one I'd go to. So Haunted Hayride here is tart Granny Smith apples, caramel, cinnamon, pumpkin, and a hint of hay. And this is definitely your green Granny Smith apple, caramel, a hint of like fall spices. I wouldn't just say cinnamon. I would actually include this as like not too heavy on the clove and nutmeg, but it's definitely there to me. I wouldn't have picked out pumpkin though, and I also wouldn't have picked out hay, to be honest, but it does smell like, you know, an outdoor country fair. Magic Green Soup is rainforest fruit, rosewood, tuberose, coconut, clove, cedar, grasses, jungle leaves, and patchouli. Man, you definitely do get that grass, and you really do pick up that. It's not fresh cut grass, it's more like fresh rained on grass. Not rain, but like the dew on grass itself. And I do definitely pick up some of those more woodsy florals in the background. I wouldn't have picked up tuberose or rosewood necessarily, but grass, cedar, patchouli, most certainly. You definitely do get that, again, very earthy patchouli. But I know a lot of people are very hesitant with patchouli, and that one's not too heavy. It actually is a very nice blend. The next one I have is Poisoned Apothecary, which is hot mulled apple cider with woodsy undertones. I'm not the biggest fan of this one on cold. Those woodsy undertones, it definitely does have like a tree bark kind of woodsiness, not necessarily like green grass or, you know, fallen leaves. It actually does remind me a lot of the Leaves outdoorsy candle, like the outdoorsy part of Leaves, like that sappiness with the like apple. It reminds me a lot of Leaves, which is not, I do not like Leaves from Bath and Body Works, so that might be why I'm already kind of judging it. I will still melt it though and give it a fair shot. Next one we have is Toxic Earth, which me and Marie, I was not expecting Marie to like this one, but we both really love this one. And it's coffee, whiskey, caramel cake. Oh my gosh. You definitely do get that. I wouldn't have picked up whiskey specifically, but you do get that alcohol caramel vibe. Kind of like if you ever smell bourbon sea salt caramel, it's like a way toned down caramel with a slight bakery note in coffee is pretty much what this works out to be. It's gorgeous to me on cold. And this one I will be sending to Marie because it's tricky banana treats, yummy vanilla cake, banana caramel, cinnamon, and wait for it, cream cheese frosting. Me and cream cheese frosting, cream cheese, cheesecake, we just don't mix, and she's already told me she really likes this one, so Marie, that one will be going to you. Next one we have here is, actually I'm going to wait to do that one because that's the pumpkin sampler. Okay, so the next one I'm actually going to be showing you is the Monster Sampler Wax Melts. If I can reach all of them, get them in frame. Good night of living. I'm going to push my samples and scrub out to the side. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so here we go. This one is Pumpkin Masquerade, and let me find the set notes. Oh, good night. This one's at like the very end of it. This is the Monster Sampler. Okay, let me go to a different one because this is going to take me way too long, guys, to try and find it. Okay, so here we have Count Chocolate Crunch, which is dark chocolate brownies with crunchy fruity cereal. And this actually does have a nice chocolate oil. I really do like this oil. To me, it's not too Tootsie Roll-y, but you also do get plenty of that fruity cereal vibe. It's actually really nice on cold. Next one we have is Netherworld Zombie. If I can find that one either, good night. Okay, Netherworld Zombie is graveyard dirt, espresso, lime essential oil, Scotch whiskey, and dark chocolate shavings. So that's what it looks like. A little bunch shape. This one, I don't know. I do like it. I really do pick up on that lime oil. And the dirt is the next note you get. And then again, it's that alcohol kind of vibe. And you do still get the dark, I wouldn't even say dark chocolate. To me, it just reads chocolate in the background. But the order I get them at least is lime essential oils, graveyard dirt, the alcohol, and then dark chocolate with, I don't even really get espresso at all. So I do like it, but it's definitely not my favorite, at least on cold. Next one we have is Blueberry Mansion. This is Marie's favorite that she got, and this is blueberry, strawberry, and vanilla with a heaping scoop of sweet sugar blended with iced birthday cake. This one isn't just plain blueberry, but it is gorgeous. Ugh, it's like blueberry cake. I mean, what else is there to say about it? To me, it's fantastic. The next one we have is the Tea Witch, which is milky chai tea spices with sweet vanilla. This one, I don't really get the tea in this though. Like, I would just say this is more of a chai latte than anything. Like, I'm not really getting tea at all on cold at all. Like, I mean, like chai tea, any kind of tea. Monster Mashup, which is brown sugar, pineapple with grape vanilla sugar. And it's in the little pumpkin shapes. This one, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't get any pineapple. I just get like a sugary, sweet, vague fruitiness. Like I can't even like say I get grape, pineapple, even brown sugar or sweet. I just get like a sweet fruitiness. That's all I'm really picking up from that. Monster Candy is the next one, and let me find Monster Candy. Monster Candy is watermelon, watermelon candy, orange slices, kiwi, cherry, mimosa. There's no like fizziness in this. It is very heavy on that orange and kiwi. Kiwi, I can, like a kiwi drink mix, not like a fresh cut kiwi, but like a kiwi strawberry like drink mix with like a general like fruit like medley or whatever. It's good, but it's mostly just that like kiwi drink mix really with orange. Mummy Munchies is apricot jam, vanilla caramel cupcakes, and fruity cereal. I love apricot, but I don't get much apricot in this at all. To me, this is mostly like a Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles cake. I don't get much caramel or apricot on cold, or even like really any like fresh fruitiness. So I'm excited to see what that one does while melted. This one is Wolfsbane's Bites, and this one is Holiday Cookie Butter and Moroccan Mint. This one, I've heard Leigh Ann over at Southrencomfort talk about this for years. It's so sexy. It does smell like a sugar cookie butter. If you've ever had cookie butter, you know what I'm talking about. It's such an amazing scent. Vampire Blood now. Vampire Blood is strawberry, persimmon, raspberry jam, pomegranate, cranberry, fig, vanilla bean, and brown sugar. You do get like a vague, sugary, sweet, fruity citrus that makes it almost kind of smell like a gusher fruity candy. But I do actually pick up a lot of that pomegranate and strawberry, the top two fruits that I'm getting from this. And I know it doesn't list it, but I am getting kind of like a blackberry in the back, like the very back of it. It's nice, definitely not what I was hoping for. It's not Bath & Body Works Vampire Blood at all, but it is still a beautiful scent in its own right. Franken Strawberry is strawberry, sweet berry candy, and fruity cereal. Again, this is mostly just like that mixed berry compote with Fruit Loops. And I freaking love it. This is just such a good scent. I'm trying to find the scent notes on this one, but I think that might actually be a part of a separate sampler. So let me just check on that one real quick. Yeah, this is a part of this sampler right here, which is the last one I have to show you, and it's the pumpkin sampler. So the pumpkin sampler is all right here. See, I knew there had to be a reason I wasn't finding it, so I thought it was probably a part of this one. So pumpkin pie spice is a dark and spicy pumpkin, spiced pumpkin, cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, and creamed pumpkin. So this one is just your generic pumpkin pie spice. I'm not the biggest fan of it on cold because I prefer my pumpkin to be like meaty pumpkin or like pumpkin pie. So just because of that, that's of course not going to be my favorite. Pumpkin butterscotch chip waffles. And that is pumpkin waffles and butterscotch chips. Pretty self-explanatory. This is actually beautiful. It's like pumpkin pecan waffles with an added sweetness to it. It's definitely not caramel or toffee, so I can kind of see the butterscotch, but again, butterscotch would not have been my first guess. It's just not too heavy on the butterscotch, I should say. Banshee Dreams, which is frosted pumpkin cupcakes, dark espresso, coconut shavings, and vanilla marshmallow. Now this one, I do get that like bakery pumpkin coffee, like it smells almost like you mixed in like, you know, you can blend in like food with your frappuccinos. That's kind of like what it reminds me of, is like if you took like a cupcake, I assume it's pumpkin spice, added to it and you blended it all together. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Next one we have, I'm actually gonna say that one for last because that's my favorite from this one. Next one we have is Candied Pumpkins, which I believe is cinnamon dusted pumpkin donuts, fluffy pink marshmallow. Okay. To be honest, this just smells like a fruity marshmallow with a hint of pumpkin in the background. It's nothing too crazy. Like it's not fried like a donut, so I personally don't get a donut scent, especially not pumpkin donut. But it's still really nice. It's just definitely not what you'd expect. Pumpkin cupcake ice cream, which is pumpkin cupcake, caramel pumpkin ice cream, and it's in parentheses without all the spice. So this one I do have to say, oh my gosh, this is like the pumpkin pie filling that you can smell in the banana pumpkin marshmallow. It's a very milky pumpkin, and it's actually very nice. You don't get any spice out of this, which is really good for someone like me who is not a pumpkin spice, lover. Sugar and spice pumpkin bread, which is caramel, sugar, pumpkin spice, and yeasty bread notes. Not the biggest fan of yeasty bread and wax. But it does smell like a fresh baked bread that you just sprinkled some, you know, pumpkin pie spice on top of. And maybe drizzled in like some type of sugary coating. I would have guessed it's more like a vanilla coating than caramel, but that's okay. Here we have Izzie Vlad, which is shaved pumpkin, maple coconut sugar, brown sugar, boozed shaved nutmeg, and clove bud. This one is definitely very light on the spices. You would think with all those, you know, scent notes it'd be very heavy. It's really not. And this one I actually do get a hint of that shaved kind of coconut, like the baking coconut, like not like a fresh cut coconut, definitely not like a coconut suntan lotion, but like almost like coconut macaron, like macaroons, not macarons, the French cookie, like coconut macaroons, the ones that a lot of people get them confused with. Charred jack-o'-lantern. This one's beautiful. Bonfire jack-o'-lanterns that are smoked black with, and it's very smoky and mysterious. Those are the scent notes. Not me, that's what the scent notes say. And I do have to agree. This is very, very conceptual. You do definitely get those, it's fireside without being like, it smells like it's just lightly charred. You know, it doesn't smell like fireside like from Bath & Body Works, so that can even be too heavy sometimes. That's beautiful, and it's like an actual authentic pumpkin. It's not pumpkin spice, it's not milky pumpkin. That's probably one of my favorites. Pumpkin Masquerade, which I'm gonna like try and, you know, really run through this one real quick. Pumpkin Masquerade is spiced pumpkin, praline, butter, and cream. You really do pick up first on the spiced pumpkin, and then like honestly it smells like pecans that you coated in like cinnamon sugar. Not necessarily pumpkin, but still really nice. And last but not least, we have white pumpkin, which is eggnog, spiced orange pumpkin, pumpkin juice, and cinnamon and nutmeg. This is like white pumpkin to end all white pumpkins. This is like non-spiced pumpkin perfection is all I can say. No eggnog, not like, I don't know if it means like orange pumpkin or like orange peeled plus pumpkin, but it does smell like the pumpkin juice oil, which I do love. And I'm really not even getting too much heavy nutmeg or cinnamon. So that's it, guys. That's my haul from the Bathing Garden. Overall, I feel like this was a really great order. Shannon's customer service is top notch. I mean, she does not, I don't want to say she doesn't get the credit she deserves, but she definitely deserves more recognition for all that she does, truly. Because I've had to message her a lot, you know, about different things with my order, and she was just super accommodating with it, and she's been nothing but sweet throughout the whole process. So I'm really excited to dig into my samples, and, you know, I'm really glad I was able to stock up on some more fall wax. I'm not a seasonal melter, but I do like to have those types of scents around. I'm really excited to dig into this body care. I'm really trying to, you know, dig myself more into vendor body care. And this haul just overall was just amazing. And I'm very glad to say that I placed my first Bathing Garden order. So yeah, I do believe that the samplers are all back on the site. So if you wanted to order any of these 3 samplers, I believe that they are on the site. I just checked earlier today. So if they sell out within the, you know, 6 hours of me posting this, sorry, but they were the last time available. The root beer funnel cake sugar scrub is not. This was a last chance item. But other than that, I think that's all I have to say. So if you stayed until the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you've tried the Bathing Garden, let me know what some of your favorite scents are. Let me know if you tried her body care. And, you know, I want to ask y'all a question. Have y'all tried vendor body care? And if so, what are some of y'all's favorite vendors to shop with body care for? Because I have a list of vendors I want to try, but I'm always, you know, open to trying more vendors. I think I'm going to leave it off here. So this is my Bathing Garden order, and I think that's a wrap. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.